Lick number 42 is called Yin Yang. Again, kind of an Yngwie tribute there. What we're going to do here is basically combine all the ideas we've talked about on the previous few licks. We're going to take the E string arpeggio shapes, the A string arpeggio shapes, and the B string arpeggio shapes. I'm going to play them through for you in the key so you can kind of see what they sound like on each of the strings and to show you how to sort of blend them across the neck. So we're kind of combining all the elements we've talked about so far. So we're thinking a lot of sweep picking. Sometimes we're sweep picking the entire neck. Sometimes we're just doing 5 strings. Sometimes just 3. Remember, your picking motion should always be smooth, just falling on the way up and then dragging the way down. Make sure your muting technique on your right hand is solid and make sure to roll your fingers on the strings that you're doing that on. So here it is, Yin Yang. Okay, now here's the sweep picking idea that we're going to be taking that's going to be blending all the different arpeggio types together. This is in the key of B minor, and we're just going to come straight up diatonically in the key of B minor or D major, and we'll start here with this D major arpeggio. You can play this either once or twice depending on your mood each as you go up. So I'm just doing the typical major sweep picking we did before. Next chord in the key, which would be E minor. F sharp minor, G major, A major, and then B minor. And then I go to the A string arpeggio shape and I'm going to do the same concept. So I have a D major, and an E minor, F sharp diminished, A major, B minor. And then I go to the B string arpeggios and I just do the same thing. I have D major, E minor, F sharp minor, G major, A major, and B minor. Now in each of these arpeggio types, like how the sweep picking works can kind of vary, but essentially it's going to be like you've been doing before. So you go all downs, you turn on the pull off, and then we're just going to, in the case of the E string shapes, just move on up with that same concept. A string shapes, same kind of thing. Notice the consistency in the picking. It's all down and then all up. Now in the B string shapes, you're going to encounter one little issue, which is that you're going to want to avoid going back to the index finger. The reason why is if you count this out and you were to go back to that finger, you get a group of 7, which as we learned earlier is not always a bad thing, but in the case of these arpeggios, it would be. So we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and do that pattern on each arpeggio in the key. When we go to E minor, we just do the same concept. F sharp minor, G major, A major, and B minor. And if I play it all together, you can kind of see what I'm saying about the picking. Like that. So again, nice loose wrist, let the pick just glide and come back. I know it seems kind of funny to say it, but it's effortless. Like when you do sweep picking correctly, it's effortless. Your pick is just sort of going down and back. I can't think of too many things easier. The biggest hurdle to overcome is just synchronizing your fingers, and that just takes some practice time. But once you get it, you'll be able to do all kinds of blazing sweep arpeggios.